Hi friends, welcome to another week of Socially Distant. I'm Brian Noonan. Well, it's another Monday in the time of COVID-19. I hope you had a socially distant yet enjoyable weekend. How was mine? Well, thank you for asking. Boozy and boring, the way any self-quarantined weekend should be. I'm posting this late today because I had something to do this morning. I know, it sounds as weird for me to say it as it is for you to hear it. Who still has something to do this morning? This guy, that's who. Yep, in the words of Ron Burgundy, I'm a pretty big deal. But I've come to realize that being a big deal is fraught with problems. Back during regular times, like a month ago, setting an alarm and getting up early wasn't an issue for me. I did it all the time. So I was able to drop into a fitful, nightmare-filled sleep without any problem. Well, during the current climate, with my office hours being a bit lax, I haven't had to set an alarm. But last night, knowing that I needed to get up, I set the alarm, and that was all she wrote. I wasn't able to sleep. I layered, I don't know. I was in bed, couldn't sleep, tossed and turned the entire night. I was worried that I'd miss the alarm and that I would not be able to go to the one appointment I've had scheduled in the last few weeks. Fast forward to 7 o'clock this morning. I woke pre-alarm and sprung out of bed like a kid on Christmas morning. All right, I know you're getting impatient, thinking, why the hell did you have to get up? What could you possibly have to do this morning? Well, here, I'll tell you. Calm down. So you might not know that when I'm not on the radio or doing stand-up or creating fascinating video content, I'm a substitute teacher. I refer to myself as an educational nomad because I really just wander from place to place with no home. But in reality, I've been doing most of my substitute teaching at one school for the past few years. I've covered every class at Irving Elementary, shout out, go Eagles, from preschool through 5th grade, and I've spent long-term assignments in various classes. So I know all these kids. I know all the teachers. But this isn't my resume, it's a story. So let me continue. Point of the story is that I never thought of myself as a teacher or wanted to be a teacher. I was the child of 2 educators, so there was really no desire for me to go into that field. But over the past few years, I've come to feel like part of a group of dedicated professionals who are fully invested in the lives of their students. To be clear, that's them. Me, I'm like Richard Dreyfuss at the beginning of Mr. Holland's Opus. I flee the school at 3 o'clock like my hair is on fire. An example of the faculty's dedication was on full display this morning, though. The teachers all gathered at the school for a car parade to drive through the district, honking and waving and reminding the students that they're missed and they're still being thought of by their teachers. So the other day I get a text from the principal asking if I would be part of this. And at first I was like, well, let me check my schedule because, I'm a pretty big deal. And then after about 3 seconds, I enthusiastically agreed to roll with the crew. I got some of those markers that you write on your car windows with and decorated my car like I was going to the state finals for, whatever sport you want to insert here. I guess you can't picture me going in a sport, all right. I don't want to discriminate. I could be going to state for debate, mathletes, marching band, whatever, science fair, you pick. The point is, I wrote stuff all over my car. And I won't bore you with too many details. Yes, I know, too late. Suffice it to say that the 2 hours we spent driving through the district, waving at the kids, honking our horns, and blowing red lights like we were in a way too jubilant funeral procession was the highlight of this pandemic, if not the whole year. I saw